What's up, guys? Just here by our channel. Tonight we're doing a review for Monday Night Raw. So let's get to it then. This thing, guys, if you hear like a lot of coughing during this video, I'm sorry. I'm getting recovered from COVID and stuff for the first time. So yeah. So anyways, let's gonna get to it then with the segment. We have some wrestlers showing up. During the before way before the show starts. Um, it says right here, CM Punk are also shown around to the arena, and he walks right to the ring to open Raw. I'm sorry, guys. Punk says he's at the point in his career where people ask how much time he has left in the ring. He says the answer is either wildly disappointing or will make you tremendously happy, depending on how you feel about him. But the answer is more than you think. When he returned, he said he didn't come here to make friends, but that doesn't mean he wanted a mortal enemy, and that's what he got, and ends in Hell in Cell. He says he was naive to think this was all over, and everyone agrees it should have stopped after he was hospitalized the second time, but he's too stubborn. McIntyre's fatal mistake is he didn't get the job done. Punk says he's got zero Hell in a Cell matches left in him. His family has him not to compete in Hell in a Cell. The angel on his shoulder is begging him not to do this, so armed with that information, he's going to explain why he's doing this. He sat the last time he was in Portland and told McIntyre that Punk can be the devil if pushed, and now we have the devil. He says he can't promise kill him because he doesn't make promises he can't keep, but he will make him build when and he promises that McIntyre will have to kill him. He's prepared for this to be the end of CM Punk, and if McIntyre is prepared, he will see him in hell. Punk jumps the mic and leaves the ring. Barrett and Tessator, I hope I said that right, take us back to see how Sheamus has been losing his mind lately, and we catch up with Sheamus. Kathy Kelly asks Sheamus how he's feeling before his match. Sheamus says Dunn took Sheamus's dream from him, which is getting IC win. Sheamus says he's been told by everyone not to call Dunn Butch, but tonight Dunn will become his Butch, this will be the first match coming up. All right, the first match is Sheamus versus Pete Dunne. Sheamus makes his way before we go to commercial break. After the break, Pete Dunne comes out and we buckle in for our first match of the night. The bell rings and the men go at it. Sheamus is all over Dunne with punches. Dunne fires back with right hands and run into a side walk slam. Sheamus with strikes to the back of Dunne and throws him over the ropes. Sheamus to Dunne with the 10 beats, and Dunne counters and hyper extends Sheamus' elbow. Sheamus comes back and slams Dunne, kicks to the gut of Dunne. Dunne comes back with a kick to Sheamus' head and straps into a wrist lock and stomps on Sheamus' elbow. The men are outside and Dunne sets up Sheamus' left arm against the steel steps. Sheamus picks up Dunne before he can do too much damage. And Alabama slams Dunne on the announce table, and we go to commercial. Back from break, Dunne is on the top turnbuckle as Sheamus punches away at him. Dunne flips over Sheamus and power bombs him for a 2 count. Dunne punches out Sheamus and mounts him with more shots to the head. Dunne gets Sheamus to his feet, and Sheamus calls Dunne a bitch and clothesline him down. Sheamus clothesline Dunne all over the ring and power slams Dunne. Sheamus gets on the top rope after pulling his knee pad down. Sheamus comes off the top with a knee to Dunne's head for a 2 count. Sheamus sets up Dunne for a powerbomb. Dunne escapes it and knocks Sheamus down. Dunne gets to the top rope but gets caught up by Sheamus. Sheamus hits a power slam from the middle rope for a 2 count. Sheamus has Dunne tangled in the metal rope and delivers the 10 beats but goes to 17. Dunne nails Sheamus with a cricket bat, hits a big boot, and gets the win. So winner is Pete Dunne. We take into a video package showing us the drama between the Judgment Day, Jey Uso, and Terror Twins. Backstage, Jey Uso comes up to Rhea and Priest and says he has his back. Xavier Woods comes by and says they are taking on the Judgment Day as well today, and wants to make sure everyone stays back and lets them fight with no interference. Back from break, Braun Strowman is working out when the Miz comes up to him and wishes him luck and asks what he meant when he said Miz isn't a match for Bronson Reed. Strowman says sometimes a monster needs to defeat a monster. Alright, second match coming up is Natalya with Zelina Vega and Lyra Valkyria versus Zoe Stark with Pure Fusion Collective, Sonya Deville, and Shayna Baszler. The bell rings and Natalya tries with a schoolgirl and gets one count. The women shove each other and chase each other around the ring. Natty gets Stark down for a 2 count. Stark catches Natalya on the ropes and connects with a springboard dropkick, and we cut to break. Stark has Natalya beaten down in the corner, and Stark attempts a drop kick again, but misses. Natalya now fires at Stark and punches Stark around the ring and boots her for a 2 count in the corner. Stark misses a splash, but she's a rolling slam and a kick in the face for a 2 count. As Natalya kicks out, Stark punches Natalya and gets her for a 0, but Natalya counters and tries for a sharpshooter instead, but instead they do a bunch of roll-up combos. Natalya tries for another sharpshooter, and they do a couple roll-ups again until Natalya gets the win. So winner is Natalya. Alright, backstage, Kathy Kelly asks Rhea Ripley how her knee is. Finn Balor comes by and says he has things to say, but to Rhea, but Priest is always around. Rhea gives him the floor. Balor says Rhea is like Priest and is responsible for the Judgment Day falling apart. Rhea says they'll see how bad the Terror Twins can be at Bad Blood. Balor says he told Dom to cheat on Rhea Ripley with Liv. Uso comes by and asks if there is a problem. Then leaves, and Uso and Ripley talk about his upcoming match next week. Come on. All right, Jey Uso. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Jey Uso comes down to the ring and gets the building yeeting. He talks about his upcoming match with Braun Breaker next week. He says he's exciting and about winning his first title. Braun Breaker interrupts this Yeet Fest. It gets the crowd howling like dogs. Breaker talks about Uso being relentless, and it's inspiring that he now doesn't need the help of his family to win titles. He says everyone loves Jey Uso, but Breaker has done more in 6 months than Uso has done in 14 years, and he did it without using his family's name, and that's because his family is his family. He's a dog. That's what he does. Next Monday, when they fight, he will expose Uso as Uso is nothing without his family. The men stare each other down, and Uso says he sees it in Breaker. He has that dog in him. He promises to not take Breaker lightly, and that Uso was winning when Breaker was in diapers. And next week, he'll dog walk his ass. He says Breaker's title reign will be brief like his NFL career. Damn. Ooh, that was a burn right there. Okay. Breaker attacks Uso and goes to spear him. Uso spears Breaker and sends him out of the ring. In the ring, Uso celebrates with the IC title. Alright, we're taking it back to the action 2 weeks ago with Damage Control and Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Backstage, Io Sky comes up to Cargill and Belair calls Belair a coward for asking for a match against Sane when she's injured. Belair says she was booked for the match and didn't ask for it, but if Sane is not clear to wrestle, Sky should take her place. Sky agrees. Alright, third match coming up is the World Tag Team title match, the Judgment Day, or the Champions versus the New Day. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston are already in the ring when Finn Balor and JD McDonagh come out. When they make their way to the ring, we see clips of the Balor and Rey Mysterio match. The bell rings. Kofi and JD start off the match, and Kofi hits a flying head scissor and forearm. Woods is tagged in, and JD gets standing elbows by Woods for a 2 count. Woods slams JD and tags in Kofi, and they double team JD for a 2 count. Balor comes in, and New Day double team him, and they send Judgment Day to the outside. We cut to break. Alright, back from break, Balor has Kofi in a wrist hold and sends him into the ropes. Kofi gets Balor on the mat, on both men get the tag. Woods takes out both Finn and JD, and then goes on the offense. JD against JD and gets him in the corner and punches him for a 10 count. Balor tries to distract Woods, who hits a combo on JD. All the men are in the ring, and Kofi flies out to Balor and gets him with a suicide dive. Woods hits a powerbomb on JD for a 2 count. The rest of Judgment Day come out, and LWO comes out to even the odds. JD tries to roll up Woods for a 2 count. Kofi jumps off the top rope and takes out everyone outside. Inside, Woods hits an elbow and covers, but the ref is tied up with Liv Morgan in the ring. JD and Balor double team Woods and get the win. So winners and still tag team champions, the Judgment Day. I'm sorry, the Judgment Day. Winners and still the Judgment Day stuff. Sorry guys. After the match, Woods yells at Kofi in the ring, and Woods leaves the ring. And with Kofi all confused, we see Io, Sky, and Bianca waiting backstage for their match. And we cut to break. We come back from break, and Captain Kelly's backstage with Kofi. He says he can't do the interview. He needs to find Woods. Woods is screaming at LWO, and Kofi says he asked him to have his back. Woods and Kingston fight about needing help for versus not needing help. Kingston says now they don't have Big E. They need backup as it's just them. Wood says just him, and he feels left out and storms away. So we get a promo for Bronson Reed and all that stuff. Alright, so match 4. This is supposed to be a match, but nothing really happened. So Reed is waiting in the ring, and Strowman comes in. Reed tries to run and slam into Strowman, but hits the ring, and the top rope comes undone. Strowman hits a chokeslam on Reed, and Reed rolls out. Strowman goes to freight train Reed. Reed picks up a fan. It throws him at Strowman. Reed is distracted, and Strowman comes running at him, and both men go through the barricade. Officials check on both Strowman and Reed. Reed is taken backstage, and Strowman poses in the ring. Strowman runs to Reed, who is in the crowd. They start battling out in the crowd, spilling backstage. Strowman throws Reed onto things backstage, flips a go-kart, and out of nowhere, Reed comes out of nowhere and jumps onto Strowman through some tables. Reed retreats, and Strowman comes at him and spears him through some drywall. We fade to commercial, so winner no contest. So it's no contest. So the match didn't really happen. Man, it was crazy. We come back from break, and Adam Pearce is asking for updates on Reed and Strowman. Louis Kaiser comes and asks if Pearce has challenged for Gunther. Pearce says he thinks Sami Zayn is a good challenger, and that Gunther should come talk to himself. Yeah, true. Alright, we have a segment and stuff. Promo whatever. Sami Zayn makes his way to the ring, gets on the mic, waving to the crowd. He says he's in the middle of the ring, in the middle of a red hot crowd. But all week he's been thinking about being in the ring. Last week, Bret Hart. He says last week was emotional and motivational for him. All he can keep thinking about is he wants to become like Bret Hart. He needs to be world champion, a champion we all deserve. Unfortunately, our current champion has repeatedly declined every challenge Zayn has issued, and it's because Gunther believes Zayn is on his level. Zayn doesn't believe that, and that he's in Gunther's head because he knows if they do a part 2, he will beat Gunther again like he did before. He says Gunther is scared. Louis Kaiser's music hits, and Kaiser asks what Zayn is doing here. Here out of everyone here, why is he challenging Gunther, and what's his nonsense that Gunther is scared? Kaiser pumps Gunther's tires and says Gunther is declining to save Zayn an embarrassment. Kaiser talks about WrestleMania and says it was the greatest night of Sami Zayn's life. He gives Zayn advice: miracles don't happen twice, so take it, run with it, and enjoy it, as this will never happen again. Sami says it's strange that Kaiser is out here speaking for Gunther, and that Gunther doesn't need Kaiser for anything, and he doesn't think Kaiser needs Gunther either. Zayn asks Kaiser why he's being Gunther's lackey and mouthpiece. He says Kaiser will earn no respect that way, and to have the balls to speak for himself. Gunther's music hits, and Gunther marches his way to the ring, mic in hand. Gunther tells Zayn he'll answer his challenge in a bit and asks Kaiser if there is anything Kaiser has to tell him. Kaiser says there is something he wanted to get off his chest for a very long time and clobbers Sami Zayn. Kaiser beats down Sami Zayn and he forces Zayn to look at Gunther. As Gunther declines Sami Zayn's challenge, Gunther and Kaiser hug over a fallen Zayn. Gunther leaves and as Kaiser is leaving, Zayn grabs Kaiser's leg and Gunther tells Kaiser to take care of it and Kaiser goes to attack Zayn, but he gets the upper hand and takes out Kaiser. Alright, backstage, Kathy Kelly is with Damian Priest. She asks him about his match and Liv Morgan comes by and asks Kathy to to get out of her face and says she's sad because Priest is now and is now a has-been. She says it's embarrassing seeing him and Rhea. He says he can't believe someone in the Judgment Day has a set and that she should protect them as Rhea will shove them down her throat and that she will go say bye to Dominic Mysterio as when he's done with Dom he will destroy him. Alright, next match coming up. Come on, damn. Not you guys, it's the when I'm about to scroll down. So anyways, next match is Bianca Belair with Jay Cargill versus Io Sky. With Kairi Sane, Belair and Cargill make their way to the ring, and Io Sky comes out next with Kairi Sane. The bell rings and the lock horns, and Belair gets Sky down on the mat. The women grapple on the mat and go back and forth with pinning combos. Both Sky and Belair flip around the ring, breaking holds and pinning reversals. Sky starts chopping Belair, and Belair dodges a hit but Sky and snaps Sky in a vertical suplex. Sky comes back with the floating arm drag, and we cut to commercial. Back from break, Sky has Belair on the mat in a chokehold. Belair powers out and rolls up Sky for a 2 count. Belair drop kicks Sky and hammers into her in the corner and punches her in the corner for a 10 count. She gets free and Belair backflips over Sky and Sky hit a couple uppercuts and a drop kick and a double knees Belair in the corner. Belair hits a gut buster, but both women are down. Belair slams into the corner and Io goes up time and hits a missile drop kick for a 2 count. Belair gets to her feet and the women trade right hands. Sky rolls up Belair for a 2 count and then gets thrown into a turnbuckle. Belair hits a spinebuster and a moonsault for a 2 count. Belair kicks Sky in the corner and Gorilla presses Sky and Sky counters out and hits a bridging suplex pin for a 2 count. Belair and Sky are caught up in the ropes. Belair tries to suplex Sky out of the ring, but Sky knocks her down and comes flying out of the ring onto Belair. Sky tries to suplex Belair, but she powers her way to hoist Sky in a suplex and climbs the steel steps. But Sky in position and Belair goes for a 450 and Sky counters. Sky goes up for a moonsault, but Belair gets there and sets her up for the KOD. Sky counters and rolls up Belair for the win. So winner is Io Sky. Alright, backstage, Damian Priest is stretching and Rhea Ripley comes by and asks to make sure to destroy Dominic Mysterio. We cut the commercial. After the break, we get video package for Chad Gable, Bruce, and Judas Creed, and Ivy Nile. Megan May and Kathy Kelly catches up with Luke Kaiser. Kaiser says he talked to Anna Pierce and he'll expose Sami Zayn next week. Kaiser talks about Zayn's past and loyalty and that he's going to show the world Sami Zayn is a sad, bitter man jealous of his friends. Ilya Dragunov approaches Jey Uso and wishes him luck on his match for the IC title. The Judgment Day comes up to Dragunov after Uso leaves and warns him to be careful who he chooses as his friends. Dragunov says he respects Uso, Ripley, and Priest more than he respects them. Balor says next time they won't deliver this message kindly. Alright, main event time. Dominic Mysterio with the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Carlito versus Damian Priest with Rhea Ripley. The Judgment Day is out first, followed by the Terror Twins. Priest gets in the ring. The Judgment Day scramble out of the ring while Priest and Ripley pose in the ring. The bell rings and Priest slams through Dom and throws him around the ring. Dom is gets Irish whip across the ring, and Priest hoists him in the air by his neck and throws him down. Priest continues to manhandle Dom with shoulder blocks. Priest hits a flying kick on Dom for a 2 count. Priest keeps Dom on the mat with some chops and gets him up for a backdrop, but Dom lands on his feet and hits a basement dropkick. Priest doesn't let him take advantage and slams Dom on the mat and stomps him in the corner. Priest chokes out Dom in front of Liv Morgan, who is losing it. Priest tells off the other members of Judgment Day, and Dom tries to take advantages with somebody. Punches. Priest comes back with a punch in the face and attempts for a Razor's Edge, but Balor distracts him, allowing Dom to escape outside the ring. Priest comes out and slams Dom onto the apron. Priest slams Dom into the announce table and then uppercuts Dom against the apron and takes down Carlito as well. Dom gets sent into the ring, and Balor attacks Priest as the ref is looking at Dom, and then Dom suicide dives onto Priest. We cut to commercial. Alright, back from break. Dom has control of the match. Priest fights back with an elbow, but misses a splash in the corner. Dom hits a tornado DD for a 2 count and taunts Rhea, who taunts him back. Dom with some right hands to Priest, and he follows that up with a chop to Priest's chest. This pisses Priest off, and he comes at Dom with punches and spinning right hands, followed by an uppercut. Priest hits a splash in the corner and then flapjacks Dom for a 2 count. Balor distracts Priest, and Dom rolls him up for a 2 count. Priest hits a punch and broken arrow, and Liv Morgan breaks the count. Rhea Ripley spears Morgan into the announce table, and Wade Barrett Priest takes out Carlito outside, and Priest catches Dom trying a suicide dive and throws him into Balor and hits a super kick on Carlito. Back in the ring, Dom capitalizes and hits a 619, misses a frog splash. Priest clotheslines Dom and hits a South of Heaven on Dom for the win. So winner is Damian Priest. After the match, the Judgment Day attacks Priest. Ripley tries to make the save, but Liv Morgan takes her out. Jey Uso comes out to make the save, but Braun Breaker attacks Uso before he can make the save. The Judgment Day brutalizes Priest and Ripley as the show goes off the air and stuff. So yeah, good show tonight and stuff. Last week was good too. So Monday Night Raw was good. Dynamite was okay. And Friday Night SmackDown, the first SmackDown for on the USA Network, last Friday was good too. Collision was okay too. Rampage was okay, and yeah, Collision was okay too. So, anyways, yeah, so it was a good show tonight too and stuff, and yeah, I enjoyed it, and so yeah, first wrestling video since AW All Out and stuff. So earlier was the first video since All Out. So yeah, I've been gone for a while now. So because of the COVID I had and stuff. So anyways, I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of hearing about it. I'm trying to recover with this cough and stuff. But anyways, good show tonight and stuff. Anyways, that was his first video. Hope you like it or not, whatever. That was it. And like, subscribe, hit that bell button, leave a comment and stuff. Or you guys want to leave a comment, I don't care. And yeah, anyways, that was it. And I'll see you guys in the next video for AEW Dynamite. Alright? Laters.